Now here is something I never thought I'd say. A video game movie trailer made me cry. Not like a little tear rolled down my cheek type thing, but full-on sobbing uncontrollably. And if you watch till the end, you will understand why. The God of War 2025 trailer doesn't just promise an epic clash of gods. It's a deeply personal story about scars, choices, and a father fighting for his son's future. It left me shook, excited, and desperate for March 2025. Let's discuss. Before we start, let's address the elephant in the room. Yes! This is another video game movie, which means the bar is set somewhere between cautiously optimistic and utter despair. But hear me out. The God of War franchise has always been about more than just killing gods. Sure, there's plenty of that, but at its core, it's a story about family, loss, and learning from your mistakes. This trailer captures that beautifully. We see Kratos, played by the incredible Dwayne Johnson, looking worn out and quiet. But when his son Atreus, played by the amazing Dafne, seeks answers about their past, they are pulled back into a maelstrom of collapsing realms, vengeful gods, and shocking plot twists. Let's break it down. The very first shot is of Kratos' calloused hands holding a small flower for Atreus. Already we know that despite his brute strength, he has a tender side. Then we see them walking away from each other with sad music playing. It tells us that even though they're related, they have a strained relationship. There's a wall around Kratos, and Atreus wants to tear it down. Next, we see a flashback of a younger, fiercer Kratos laughing and playing with Atreus. It shows that things were better before. There was hope. Then the tone shifts dramatically. We see Atreus being attacked by monsters, his mother's spirit fading away, and him swearing revenge. His pain cuts deep because it mirrors Kratos' own childhood trauma. And then comes a moment that defines the entire film, Kratos telling Atreus, "You have the same eyes as your mother." It is heartbreaking. Because it is the first time we see Kratos connecting with Atreus emotionally instead of physically. He sees himself in Atreus and vows to protect him no matter what. You can tell by the raw emotions in Dwayne Johnson's voice and facial expressions that this is going to be a pivotal moment in both their lives. But wait, there's more. After that, we get non-stop action. Frost dragons soaring across the sky, lightning splitting the heavens, Kratos' axe strikes turned into beautiful choreography. All the visual effects are top-notch. They don't distract from the story. They enhance it. Now, sure, some might think, oh, another world-saving quest. But I see something different. Every time Atreus gets hurt, Kratos becomes more determined to avenge him. It's a cycle of violence that he desperately wants to break, yet feels destined to repeat. But their relationship isn't the only thing worth exploring. The trailer also gives us glimpses of other characters who add depth and intrigue to the narrative. First, we see a council of gods, including Zeus, played by the legendary John DiMaggio, discussing the prophecy about Atreus and his potential to destroy Olympus. Their reactions and dialogue suggest that the gods are conflicted about what to do about him. Some want to help, others want to harm him. Next, we see Heimdall, the keeper of the Bifrost Bridge, played by Clancy Brown, who narrates the trailer with a deep and tragic voice. His lines, "The realms are collapsing, the old ways are dying," add a sense of urgency and foreshadow impending doom. Through these characters, the movie seems to be exploring themes of fate, free will, and the burden of responsibility. How much control do we really have over our lives? Can we change destiny? Or are we doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past? But perhaps the most interesting character introduced in the trailer is Tyr, played by Alexander. We see him leading an army against the giants, and later confronting Kratos in a fierce battle. Despite his heroic demeanor, there's a hint of conflict and sadness in his eyes, suggesting a troubled past and questionable motives. The way the trailer cuts between Kratos and Tyrus' fight and Atreus and Tyrus' interaction implies that they may have a connection. Maybe Tyra knows more about Atreus' origins or his true potential. As for the action sequences, wow. Just wow. The trailer gives us a taste of what's to come, from Kratos and Atreus taking down hordes of enemies. Together, two individual showdowns with massive beasts and mythical creatures. What impresses me the most is how seamlessly the fight choreography blends with the environment. Whether it's a frozen lake, a crumbling temple, or a bustling marketplace. The action never feels static or confined. There's always movement, whether it's the characters or the camera. This creates a dynamic and immersive experience that keeps you on the edge of your seat. The final scene is what truly sets this movie apart, though. We see Kratos and Atreus standing back to back, surrounded by an army of enemies. Atreus fires arrows, while Kratos uses his axe to deflect incoming attacks. Then suddenly, and this is the part that got me, Atreus runs out of arrows. The music swells. The camera zooms in on Kratos' face. He looks determined. Then he charges forward, not with weapons drawn, but with his arms outstretched. He's not fighting for glory, power, or vengeance. He's fighting for love. And in that moment, you realize this isn't just another god-slaying epic. It's a father and son saga that will hit harder than you expect. Overall, the trailer for The God of War is a masterclass in storytelling, seamlessly blending action, drama, and mythology. It's directed by Patty Jenkins, who previously helmed the Wonder Woman films, and produced by Sony Pictures. The cast is stellar, with standout performances from Dwayne Johnson, Dan Stevens, and Kevin Hart. The action is thrilling, the visuals are stunning, and the emotional impact is profound. If the rest of the movie matches the intensity and depth hinted at in the trailer, then we're in for a treat. To conclude, let us talk about the reviews, because early ratings have already started pouring in, and they're impressive to say the least. The God of War currently holds an 8.7 out of 10 rating on IMDb, which is rare for a movie that hasn't even been released yet. Most reviewers praise the performances, especially Dwayne Johnson's, calling it a career-defining role. Many also highlight the action sequences as some of the best ever put on film, saying they are both brutal and beautiful. However, some critics point out that the movie relies heavily on the source material and does unoffer much that is new or surprising. Others argue that the movie is too long and could have been trimmed down to make it more engaging. But these are just a few isolated opinions. The majority of viewers seem ecstatic about the prospect of seeing this beloved video game brought to life on the big screen. So there you have it! My thoughts on the trailer for The God of War. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates. Until next time, stay safe and take care.
Follow Unlimited League Zone. Like, share, and subscribe for more superhero battles.